Welcome back, class. It's 3 years past since I seen Ronald Glass. Can it be 1590? A New World English settlement founded by Walter Raleigh. Returned to England, said that I'd be back again. But I was delayed because of war with Spain. I see the show right over there. Wanna hold my granddaughter Virginia down. That's weird, it's clear, nothing to show. Where's Rowan now? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? I can't find my colony no more. Where'd it go? Rowan now, he was here 3 years before. Well, they killed her with the native stay. Or try to sail home, but just crow it don't mean anyway. Welcome back, class. Oh, I got to turn down the other part over in here because I'm hearing me in the background. Welcome, class. I am Mr. Betts, and if you don't know who I am Mr. Betts. You're in Mr. Betts' class, and in Mr. Betts' class, we try to make history fun. We try to do that a lot of times through musical parodies, and that's what this live show is all about, doing a fall semester review of our musical parody songs. So we're going to cover a whole bunch of topics from the colonial period all the way through Civil War and Reconstruction. There's a what is it? And I see there's a lot of people chatting down there. I really appreciate teachers that made room for me to come into their class. That means a lot to me as a teacher. There's the reason why I do this. So we just heard about Roanoke, which was the first attempt at an English colony. Did not go very well. But before you know it, there were colonies that did go well. And there's a little song about them. Woke up one morning and realized that England was not my thing. Too many rules of what not to do being issued out by my king. Packed up my bags and I left for the last time. 2 months later saw Salem road sign. They all acting crazy. Are they witches? Maybe. My tummy's turning cause some Masons making turpentine. I'll have to see him another time. And Roger Williams lets me in, and Hutchinson rambles on. And Hutchinson rambles on. And Hutchinson rambles on. I pack my fam up, I'm saying so long. Gonna move far away. I'm crossing the ocean, yeah. I'm starting a new life, yeah. But when I get there, where will I go? Anywhere will be okay. Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm moving to the colonies. Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm moving to the colonies. I had no home in Connecticut, so the order said I couldn't vote. So I chopped down a tree, and if you ask me, I made myself a pretty fine boat. I set sail for New Amsterdam port, but when I got there it said New York. A peg leg dude acting crazy, say I'm acting too lazy. I went to see Berkeley and Carteret, but they were not there in Jersey. And William Penn wants to be my friend, said Philly got it going on. Said Philly got it going on. Said Philly got it going on. I packed my fam up and saying so low. Gonna move far away. I'm crossing the ocean, yeah. I'm starting a new life, yeah. But when I get there, where will I go? Anywhere will be okay. Yeah, 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 yeah. South Bend used to be. Virginia had the earliest colony. Maryland seems like a Christian town. If I spend too much in Carolina, I'll be Georgia bound. I pack my fam up, I'm saying so long, I'm gonna move far away. I'm crossing the ocean, yeah, I'm starting a new life, yeah. But when I get there, where will I go? Anywhere will be okay. Yeah, 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 I'm moving to the colonies. Yeah, 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 I'm moving to the colonies. I pack my fam up, I'm staying so long, I'm gonna move far away. I'm crossing that ocean, yeah, I'm starting a new life, yeah. But when I get there, where will I go? Anywhere will be okay. Yeah, 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 I'm moving to the colonies. Yeah, 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 I'm moving to the colonies. Woo, let's get a little water. All right. So yeah, before you know it, you had 13 colonies. You had 13 colonies up here in the New World, but that doesn't mean that the problems of the Old World and the problems of Europe didn't make their way over. In fact, they very much influenced the colonies, and that is what started what I consider the prequel to the American Revolution, otherwise known as the French and Indian War. I'm waving high. Now this is a story about France and England and how the 7 Years' War really began. Not in 1756, but in 54, in a colonial conflict called the French and Indian War. To the West English colonies, oh how wanted to go. Had a little problem, so Washington was sent to the territory to get rid of the French, but he was outnumbered and he started to flee. Even got captured for necessity. Representatives met and told Ben Franklin that we refuse to unite for your Albany Plan of Union. So as we fought the French and the Indians joined in, all because of what land stealing jerks we had been. Things were looking grim until old William Pitt said, war costs, forget it, England will pay for it. At the Treaty of Paris, France said au revoir to most of its land in North America. Colonists happy and they want to explore the land they had won in the French and Indian War. Boom. So that's the French and Indian War. And because of that, things really changed in the relationship between the colonies and between England. One way is England really wanted them to actually start paying their taxes. And on from the colonial side, the colonies were saying, whoa, why do we have no voice in our government? And people started to think, well, maybe we should have our own government. But not everybody was convinced. Not everybody was convinced. And it took a man by the name of Thomas Paine to get a lot of people on board. So this song is about him. You might know England, it was my home, but I be colony, that's me since 74. I love liberty, I love freedom. I think it's about time colonies go on their own. And now with Lexington and Concord, people yearning to be free. They need that plane to the image when my pen drops. Ooh, so I'm publishing my pamphlet in a style that accessibly argues that British oppression, it must stop. Governmental right when it's what we chose, but it's a crime when tyrants impose and they rule with worthless bros. It's injustice. The colonies should be free, and that's common sense, sense. Don't you want your liberty and independence? Come on, if you need to convince you, you should read my pamphlet. Ain't lying to you, I'm just common sense. Want independence? It's common sense, yeah. It's common sense, yeah. Ooh, it's something terrible when a tyrant becomes a king, 'cause he's the son of the old ruler. I can't condone a monarchy that is not constitutional. Do we even need old silly England and with them the enemies? If we were our own country, the wars would stop. Ooh, we'd be killing it with commerce, moving up economically, make a king for democratic government start. Never as nature, let it be so, that satellites be larger than those primary planets. That's not how it goes. It's a natural. The colonies should be free, and that's common sense, yeah. Don't you want your liberty and independence? Come on, if I need to convince you, you should read my pamphlet. Ain't lying to you, I'm just common sense and want independence. It's common sense, yeah. It's common sense, want independence. Common sense, yeah. It's common sense, yeah. Woo! So yes, that is common sense. Before I go any further, I want to give a couple of shout-outs. First, I want to give shout-outs to all my patrons on Patreon. They actually help support the channel. You can do the same thing as well. You might recognize their name because these patrons get their name at the end of every single video because they donated the $10 level. So Ms. McT, Dr. Max, Kelly Thompson, Jose Piqueno, Jesse Real, Mr. Casper, and old lady Kretschmer. Thank you. Okay. I wanted to give you guys a couple of shout-outs. Also want to get a little bit of water. How we doing there in the comments? Shout out Mr. Brockett, Mr. Owens, please shout out. Shout out to Mr. Eggert, blah, 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 Mr. Burrs. Oh yeah, by the way, it is BETTS. I know it can be confusing. It's that weird apostrophe after the S. Do you use it? Do you not use it? Nobody can ever tell. So let me know in the little feed here how many of you are actually in class and how many of you are actually already on break and watching it at home. That'd be cool to know as I get ready for this next song. All right. Shout out to Northlake Elementary. Hello. I am good. How are you, Phil? Okay. So we have the French and Indian War. We have common sense. We have all of these reasons for independence starting to mount. Sometimes it's just good for us to collect them all together. And that's what we have done in this next song. I hope you like it. We're doing on time. We're doing very well on time. Okay. Oh. There we go. Paying taxes without representation, can't expand into land from the war that we won. First the French and Indian, treat us right or we might have a revolution. Treat us right or we might have a revolution. England going broke, passing duties at a joke, taxing indigo, sugar, coffee, crazy, yo. This stamp act has to be the dumbest one yet. You know, I miss the days of solitary neglect. For sure, I prefer my smuggled in goods and refuse to quarter troops in my hood. You can act declaratory, deal with the sons of liberty. We follow patriots like Samuel and Adams, and we got to boycott goods from England. Give me some good old fun. treat us right, or we might have a revolution. Oh, 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 one. Oh, 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 one. Oh, 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 one. Treat us right, or we might have a revolution. Come join the party, making Boston Harbor tea. East India Company wouldn't drink it if it's free. These new laws from the tyrant King George III, you know, are intolerable and frankly absurd for show. Can't believe they closed down the port. Let's all meet and show Boston our support. Continental Congress to see. We all just want to be free. It looks like the fighting has just begun. We kicked butt at Concord and at Lexington. New army with Washington. Treat us right, or we might have a revolution. Send so much more common. Had enough of this stuff is a declaration written by Jefferson. Treat us right, or we might have a revolution. Woo! There we go. Road trip with Jessica Stevens. Are you the one that said you'd actually pull over just so that you could watch this? That's really kind. Don't worry, Mr. Betts will be your backup singers. Yeah, sometimes I make the mistake of doing songs that are well out of my range, so I appreciate background singers in those classes. In fact, if you are watching this live, whether you're watching it at home, whether you're watching it in your class, if you can, or if you can convince your teacher to do so, take a pic, take a vid, shoot it to me at MrBettsClass on Twitter, at Instagram, on the Facebook page. I want to see people rocking out to this live show. So we have our independence. Yay! We are our own country. But well, every country needs a government. They need an actual plan. And the plan of government that most people know, the Constitution, as you hopefully know, was not our first plan of government. There was one actually before that called the Articles of Confederation. But here's the thing. It wasn't very good. And that's what this next song is about. The Articles of Confederation are flawed with no new amendment because we need a unanimous charge, which I tell you is impossibly hard. The Articles of Confederation are flawed. We can't tax states' disregard. No strength to enforce our laws. The government is our big faux pas. The country's first constitution passed in the revolution, but made states too strong. Its power's none. It's pretty dumb. We can't declare war, but who will fight it? We can't force people to join the army. We can print money. So can the states. What's good's a dollar that no one taking? Articles of Confederation are flawed. Congress can't regulate commerce. It made the economy worse. States are putting tariffs on each other. The Articles of Confederation are flawed to ensure limited power goes to the central government, a system which simply does not work. There's one branch, the legislative, unicameral areas, the executive and justices. It's powerless just to pass a bill. Need 9 of 13 states to approve it. Won't hold my breath, people know it's weak. In Massachusetts, the Shays Rebellion, we barely stopped it. Articles of Confederation are flawed. I say this monopolized to this discuss a better system. We must meet again in 87. The Articles of Confederation are flawed. Let's meet in Philadelphia at Independence Hall, where we'll meet a new constitution. Woohoo! That was less weird than the actual video, so that's good. So yes, that was the Articles of Confederation. They were like the beta version of our country. They got us through. I mean, they got us through the American Revolution. They were our government during the war, but they were not fated to last a long time. Shout out, Mr. Edgar. I think I already did that now. Shout out to Lovely Hearts 5678, please, with a heart. Hi, shout out. Somebody just said dad, which is weird. I am not your father, Delaney. So anyway, so the Articles of Confederation, they decided, our founding fathers decided we had to get rid of it. They all met in Philadelphia. They really didn't have that much power to do this, but they did it anyway. And they decided that they were going to make a new government, a new constitution. And that's the one we have now. But not everybody was on board. Some people thought that this constitution did not protect the people and did not lay out the rights correctly. And that's what this next song is about. Well, if I sign this, well, I know you're gonna be the one telling me how to pray. And if I sign this, well, I know you'll take the riot, well, free speech and press and petition away. And if I sign this, well, I know that you will not be able to leave my guns alone. If I sign this, I know trust you I just cannot trust you won't go to in my home. 'Cause I don't trust your constitution, and I think it needs something more, like a bill of rights to stop the government from trying to take more. If I sign this, yes, I know you're gonna search and seize me up with probable cause. And if I sign this, you will make me self-incriminate or be deprived without the due process of laws. And when I sign this, well, I know that any trial I'm in will carry on for years. And if I sign this, well, I know to say goodbye to any jury of my peers. 'Cause I don't trust your constitution, and I think it needs something more, like a bill of rights to stop the government from trying to take more. Just sign it, won't sign it, just sign it, won't sign it, till a bill of rights is added to the plan. Just sign it, won't sign it, just sign it, won't sign it, only then I'll approve the Constitution. And if I sign this, well, I know you will be cruel and unusual if you have to punish me. And if I sign this, well, I know you're gonna say you said limited all my liberties. Sorry. And if I sign this, well, I know you're gonna think that unclaimed rights belong to you. So I won't sign this, and you better go create something that protects us from you. Go create something that protects us from you. 'Cause I don't trust your constitution, and I think it needs something more, like a bill of rights to stop the government from trying to take more. Just sign it, won't sign it, just sign it, won't sign it, till a bill of rights is added to the plan. Just sign it, won't sign it, just sign it, won't sign it, only then I'll approve the Constitution. Woohoo! All right. Before we get going with another song, I want to do a couple of more shout outs on the initial release video. When I told you guys I was going to do this, a couple of people said, hey, shout me out. So Epic Dude, Miss Sullivan, Saint Library, 7th grade, Natalie Wynn, Merry Christmas, C.S. Porter Middle School, St. Patrick in Dallas, Mr. Hogan, probably the most rabid students that I know, Noonan Academy, and Mr. Blackford's class Hello, how are you all doing? I hope you're all watching either live or later on. And why don't I put these in here as well? Javier, Lenny the Lizard, Mr. Bowen as well. Hello. All right, let me get some water because I have no moisture in my mouth. There we go. All right. So we have a country, we have a constitution, and we need a president. And we did pretty well with our first president. So this next song is about him. I've never been to Buckingham Palace. I never chopped down no territory that I know of. I'm just the first president. Perhaps you have a portrait of me. I'm on the quarter to 42 presidents after me. I'm the only one elected unanimously. Public didn't have a say. They probably want to vote for me anyway. Building a nation is as easy for me as building a fort out of necessity. You can say that I'm the one that started the revolution. Don't act like I'm a royal. You can call me Prezi G. The many wise men I have met, well, I keep them in my cabinet. I know how much you toil just to make some whiskey, but you better pay the Fed, or you'll be hearing from me. Some like the Brits, some like the French. You know I like neutrality. Can we all be friends? I can't be in an alliance. You entangling me. Just check Jay's treaty. Well, you like the Brits, War Hill General, 6'2". Bet you didn't know I'm a dancing fool. I guess it is okay that I have to share my birthday. You might have heard my teeth are made from wood. I'm here to tell you your source ain't good. They're made from ivory. You want to see my real smile looky? We'll never have royals, cause we prefer democracy. Leaders won't have a valid claim just because they have the same name. And don't call me a ruler. 8 years is enough for me. Hopefully they can pick the next without political parties. Oh, I cannot believe you two. I only give you one job to do. All right. Shout out to Mr. Stevenson, to Mr. Dummins. That's one of my favorite just made. It's old. It's the second parody song that I ever made. Shout out to Ana Herrera and Owen Napier. All right. There we go. So we have our country, and our country's going around for a while, but there's a big issue that people are trying to put off to the side. That issue is slavery. The North more and more is against it and doesn't want it in its territories and its state. The South the other way. And we have compromise. And one of the most famous ones is this next song here. I thought we were okay. We said with Missouri, no more slavery. No, up for 3630. No, after the Mexican War, we had so much more land than we had before. Whoa, stretched from shore to shore. Whoa, when we moved west, destiny manifested. Gotta let the rest, and they wanna be states. This will upset the tide. And the North will want them free, slave. And the North will want them free. And here comes Henry Clay, saying compromise. And Calhoun wants them slave, 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 slave. And Webster wants them free, 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 free. And here comes Henry Clay, 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 saying compromise, compromise. So California's free. No slave turned into sea. To new territories. Popular sovereignty. A fugitive slave boy, what about the one we got? Worse than the one before, better worn Dred Scott. In Kansas, Nebraska, they're having massacres. Territories bleeding. Sumner took a beating. South may be seceded. If we mess with the so-called states' rights. And the South will want a slave, 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 slave. North wants to be free, 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 free. And that may go away, way, 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 way. Cause we compromise, compromise. And this is gonna lead Southern states to secede, secede. Plus we all agree to the compromise, 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 compromise. Hey, just think, while you've been sitting at home reading Harriet Beecher Stowe in Uncle Tom's Cabin, you could have been in Illinois listening to this sick speech. A house divided cannot stand. I believe the government can endure. Permanently have slave, have free. It'll become all one thing or all the other. Whoa, 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 whoa. And the South will want to slave, 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 slave. And the North wants to be free, 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 free. And that may go way, 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 way. Just we compromise, compromise. And this is gonna lead Southern states to secede. Cause we all agree to the compromise, 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 compromise. And before you knew it, the inevitable had happened. Let's do a couple of shout outs here. Jacob Novick, Chase Grove, Scott Dredd, or Dred Scott. Dred Scott is actually not next. Sorry, because I referenced it in there. I did not put it into the list because we don't have that much more time to go. I'm a bad dancer, but I dance anyway to your songs. Well, I'm a bad singer, but I sing anyway to my songs. So there you go. Dab, 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 dab. All right. So before you know it, things boiled to a head, and the South has seceded. Water first, though. I'm dying over here. Well, since Abe Lincoln was made president, the South has had enough of this government. They said they'll lose all of their states' rights at Fort Sumter, where they started a fight. The South has seceded, the country's proceeded into civil war. Back in 1860, Lincoln won against Democratic candidates, Breckinridge and Douglas. The southern states grew angry, thought they'd lost their voice. With Lincoln in the White House, felt they had no choice but to secede. Down in Charleston, first by February, it was 6 states worth. The South is seceded, the country's proceeded into civil war. We are not not be enemies. Though passions may have strained, we must not break our bonds of affection. On April 12th, Fort Sumter's attack, it'd be 4 years before peace is back. The South is seceded, the country's proceeded into civil war. The South is seceded, the country's proceeded into civil war. All right, that was a good one over there. Oh, just wanted to let you know, in case you haven't seen it, this right over here is the official MrBettsClass t-shirt. You can get it at my Redbubble store. There is a link down in the description. There's also some stickers there and other products. So, I don't know, when you get gift cards and whatnot, if you want some of the coolest attire of the season, you can get one of these. Now, the Civil War has started, but what do we have to do? We got to take a look at the tail of the tape. Both sides have weaknesses and both sides have strengths, different strategies that they're hoping to employ, and that's what this next song is going to be about. Oh no, I'm almost out of water. Okay. Come on, this Confederation has had enough of northern oppression. Fight for what is right, and the secession is to keep our life. That's our motivation, and we know the terrain, know the home field. This is what we need. We have the best officers, including General Lee. We're prepared for defensive war, gonna win the fight. Better with guns and horses, son, gonna win the fight. We may have less factories, but England is our trade buddy. We don't even have to win. We'll just wait till you boys give in. Come on, you have had your fun. Do you really think you're fooling anyone? You're not your own country, you're part of the Union. And I want to buy this house division. We got the greater population, like 2.5 to 1. We got the cash, our railroad's fast. Admittedly, you're done. Tell me what you'll do when your supplies are through once we've blocked your port. And your president, Jefferson Davis, I hear he comes up short. In the North, we still grow food. Your cash crops, well, they won't taste good. We're powered by industry. You're powered by slavery. We've got this war already won. Then how do you explain Bull Run? We're in for more than I thought before. Gonna be a long fight. The North is still here, they ain't going nowhere. Gonna be a long fight. Got the resources we need. We're fighting for liberty. We fight to preserve the Union. It's Richmond versus Washington. La 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 la. So that's the North versus the South, and spoiler alert, the North wins. The country comes back together in a process that we like to call Reconstruction. It's not just reconstructing the country together, but it's also reconstructing the South, because the South takes a beating. And unfortunately, due to an assassin's bullet, Lincoln is not there to guide Reconstruction. So As succession goes, it goes to his vice president, Andrew Johnson. But Andrew Johnson's under a lot of pressure, and he may not see eye to eye with the rest of the Republicans. War is now over. Let's see what's in store. Pressure to rebuild the South, to unite the nation back as one. Under pressure, and with Lincoln dead, it falls on my head. Reconstruction, with all black folks free, the South covered in debris. We must act quickly. Us radical Republicans want to punish the South. Take all of their old leaders and throw them out. But the South has pledged its loyalty and ratified Amendment 13. So I guess Reconstruction's done. No way. Black codes all around, it's pretty much the same. We have to grant citizenship to former slaves. That's not my job, and I'd say no. You try to pass them, I'll veto. Civil Rights Act, I'm a veto. Reconstruction Act, I'm a veto. You're a terrible president for the vetoes you tried. But Congress has the power to override. Firing Stanton exceeds your reach. And now it's time for you to be impeached. Well, he might have been wrong to get Stanton under the Tenure of Office Act. But finding Johnson guilty would also be wrong. I say not guilty. Oh, don't celebrate, cause you're not re-elected. In 1868, U.S. Grant becomes the 18th president. But things turn bad. Cause Grant's friends are selfish scoundrels, and the North loses interest in people newly freed, and the South holds them down with Jim Crow and poverty and the Klan, and with the election of Rutherford B. Hayes, this marks the end of Reconstruction. Of Reconstruction. Of Reconstruction. Of Reconstruction. And well, there you go, folks. Maybe not quite yet. Don't turn it off yet. But that is the beginning of the colonial era, all the way through the Civil War and Reconstruction. Just want to let you know that in the beginning of January, we're going to start the spring semester. We'll cover the second half of American History Plus, because I hate myself and I want to make myself die of exhaustion. I'm going to try to up it to 2 videos a week, our normal video and then a shorter, like more informational video to help you review for your finals. I just want to say thank you for everybody that tuned in. Thank you for everybody that lent me their class. And well, it's just amazing to think that everything that we have here, it all started with one successful English colony. Thank you again. Be safe. I'll see you next time. Oh, after Roanoke, they say you were crazy. I said I'm going back to the Jamestown colony, located down in Chesapeake. I said, ooh, it's the Jamestown colony. The Virginia Company sent the soothing Constant Discovery and Gatsby to start a colony. This would be Virginia if it didn't kill ya. Nobody worked, everyone looking for gold, till John Smith stood up and said, oh, don't live their prospect and think you'll leave for free. There are no free rides in the Jamestown colony. If you don't work, you'll go hungry. I said, ooh, it's the Jamestown colony. Disease and starvation were problems, and Powhatan Native Americans, they were wary of these Europeans. They took to sensation execution, but John was saved by Princess Pocahontas. Powhatan had made his point. John Smith and Powhatan, they both had to agree. They both wanted peace in the Jamestown colony, though their trust was never complete. I said, ooh, it's the Jamestown colony. The starving times, 1609 until 10, most of the colonists died. But if you did survive, you might become wealthy. Once tobacco grew in the Jamestown colony, and first English settlement to succeed. I said, ooh, it's the Jamestown colony. Yeah. Happy holidays. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.